Chapter 9, Lone Warrior. Last year, our world history teacher told us how the ancient Greeks used to go into battle naked, fighting with swords and shields and spears, naked, and how they used to hold their athletic contests naked, running and wrestling and throwing the discus naked. Tough guys, tougher than I am. Walking west toward the university, I miss my clothes, and not just the warmth, not just because it's only about 65 and the breeze is picking up. I miss the feeling of protection. But I think that maybe I get what the Greeks were up to, because being naked outside, out here on the battlefield, it's like I've never been this charged up, this alert, this ready for anything. There's no chance I'm going to make a mistake, because I've got no armor. There's only this thin layer of naked skin holding my life inside it, so I'm going to let a sword or a spear or some kid on a skateboard take me out. No way. And if I have to run a marathon or jump onto a brick wall to get out of the way of some girl in spandex on a mountain bike, why should I carry a single ounce of extra weight? Those Greek generals weren't stupid. Want your warriors and runners to be fast? Want them to fight like crazy and be extra careful and completely awake all the time? All you have to do is take away their clothes. Yeah, so I'm thinking deep thoughts, but mostly I'm having fun, because after 3 days of building a prison around my head, I'm out on the town. I'm a free man. Me and John Wayne, we're men of action. In real life, no one looks at anyone else very long. I can always tell if someone is looking at me. Most people can, I think, because when someone does look at you and you notice it, you look back at them, and they look away, right? Especially strangers. I could never be on one of those reality TV shows where a camera keeps staring and staring, watching everything I do. But today I can stare at people as long as I want to. Bobby, the human hidden camera, up close and personal. Like this guy who's walking the same direction I am. He's about 18 and he's got on baggy blue jeans and a snowboard sweater and a beanie, and I'm watching him. When some other kid comes towards us, he gets this look on his face, very cool, very into his own head. He swings his shoulders and he bobs his chin up and down. When the kids are past us, the dude walks, stops, switched off. Then the kid scratches his head, picks his nose, wipes the booger onto his jeans, and takes a kick at a pigeon on the sidewalk, because no one is looking, except a lone Greek warrior. I feel like I'm hurrying, and then I know why. In the back of my mind, I've known since the second I left my house. It's because I'm a 59th in Kenwood, and the timer in my head tells me that classes at the lab school are just about over for the day, and if I hurry, I can go stand out front and see what's happening. Turns out it's a fairly dangerous idea, because I'm in front of the entrance at dismissal, and there's no place to keep out of the way. 4 doors are draining straight at me, with about 300 kids streaming down the steps and across the lawns, headed for the cars and buses and sidewalks that take them home. 3 days ago, I was right in the middle of the herd. It's hard enough to keep from getting trampled when everyone can actually see you, so I scramble to one side and use a bike rack as a safety zone. I lean backward, but only for a second. The metal bars feel like icicles against the backs of my thighs. I spot Kenny Temple, and I smile because I know he's saying something funny. He's always funny. He's talking with Jay Bender, and they're laughing and shoving each other. Kenny's got his backpack over one shoulder and his jacket's open, flapping. He's got his sax case in his right hand and that big red book in his left hand. It's the 50th anniversary edition of The Lord of the Rings. Kenny hasn't let it out of his sight since he got it for his birthday 3 weeks ago. The best part is that the book comes with a full set of maps. Then Kenny's onto his bus, and the kids keep coming, a gang of sophomore girls, the popular ones, Maya, Leslie, Carol, Jessica, and 3 or 4 others whose names I've never learned. Because what would be the point of that? I know Jessica from my honors biology class, but she doesn't know me.